Hey Sheldon, I just wanted to give you a little walk around video of the Tundra, uh, just to give you a little bit more insight of what the vehicle has to offer. So this is that stock number that you gave me. It's on that super white exterior color. It's a Crew Max, so you got the full four-door. I believe this is the 4.6 inch or 4.6 liter engine. Yeah, nice vehicle. You can see the wheels. Got the matte finish on the door handles. Now this one specifically has the spray-in bed liner. They don't all come stock like that, but this one specifically has the spray-in. So you got that nice textured spray-in, and it has a soft drop tailgate. So, and then you can see the spray-in from in there. You got your tie downs. These will come standard with backup camera. So you have that, and Bluetooth's also standard on this. You got your hitch system, and then you got your connectors. Yeah, let's pop in and see the inside. So on the inside, you got your little cubby down here with a whole bunch of space for your drink, water bottles and whatnot. You got your windows, power door lock, window lock. Oh. All right. Turn on the vehicle here. Now Toyota uses a Toyota Entune system, so that's their entertainment system. You're going to have touchscreen and you're going to have physical buttons. So you'll be able to connect your phone. You can store up to 4 quick contacts on this main screen here, so that way you don't have to actually go into the physical phone button, look through your contact list. You can assign the 4 spots with people that you call most frequently, so you can just touch one of those, one of those buttons on there, and it'll call them directly. This is going to be your audio over here. You have a dedicated audio button, or you could just touch that portion of the screen, and then that'll go into your AM, FM. You'll have satellite, CD player, you still have that. If you have music loaded up on a USB thumbstick, you can plug that in and access your music that way, or you have the option to do Bluetooth. So anything that you stream whatsoever from your phone, you can play over the speakers in your car. And then you also do have the option for auxiliary. Home button's your friend on a Toyota, so anytime that you're in a menu or in a setting, instead of hitting the back button 10 times, you could just hit home, and that'll take you right back to your home screen, which is also customizable, which is nice. So if you click up here in the little gear or settings button, click on home screen, you can switch this from 2 panel, which on your home screen you have the phone and the audio. You could switch that to 3, and you can kind of customize a little bit to your liking. So you'll have audio and phone on the left portion of the screen, and then you'll have your weather on the right portion. So whenever you click OK, it'll take you back to your home screen, and then you'll see the setup there. So you'll see your audio, your phone, and then you'll have the weather over here. And if you dive into the weather, you can see your current forecast, your 3-day forecast, and then your 6 and 12-hour forecast. And that's based off of location through the HD radio signal. Audio, we'll click on that. For demo's sake, we'll just go into FM. So it's playing some music here. It'll tell you the station. You get the HD signal where it's available, so crystal clear radio, and you'll be able to store up to 36 presets over here. So it's all touch. You can just kind of swipe up, or you can use the arrow keys to navigate. And this is multi-source also, so you could have AM, FM, and satellite stations set to your presets all within one list. If we move over here to the steering wheel, you'll have full control over your radio and everything right from your steering wheel. So you'll have your volume control. You can mute the radio by holding this button in, unmute it, and if you just do a quick press, it'll cycle between the sources like AM, FM, satellite, CD, Bluetooth, etc. You'll have your voice command, so you can actually change the radio station by voice. You'll be able to answer and hang up phone calls. And the up and down arrow, so if you press the down arrow here, it'll cycle through your presets. So if a song comes on that you're not too fond of, you can just cycle down through the rest of your favorite presets. So all the main functionality from your your steering wheel will operate the radio itself. And now, like I mentioned, you also have Toyota Safety Sense equipped on all the vehicles. That's standard equipment. So your lane departure alert, if you look up here behind the rear view mirror, there's a camera system that's monitoring the lines in the road. So your button for your lane departure alert is right here. Once you press this on, it'll turn on and it'll say lane departure alert unavailable below approximately 32 miles per hour. So you have to be driving roughly around 32 miles per hour for the lane departure alert to be active. And that will actually beep and alert you if you're crossing outside of your lane. You have dynamic radar cruise control. To activate your cruise control, it's just with this knob behind the steering wheel. It's really easy. While you're driving, if you want to set cruise control, you could just press that button on the side. That'll turn on your cruise control and it'll say radar ready. And to set your speed, you just press down on that little joystick and that'll set your speed to whatever you're cruising at. That'll automatically engage your dynamic radar cruise control. So if a vehicle in front of you slows down or speeds up, your vehicle will adjust to that speed. Now, I'll say this for the dynamic radar cruise control, it is good to use that for like freeways, highways, turnpikes, and stuff like that. For city driving, there's just too much starting and stopping. It's just not an ideal situation to be using that cruise control. Let's see what else is on here. Oh, so this directional pad with the little enter button and the back button, that'll control your mid display. Your mid display stands for multi-informational display. So you'll have a whole bunch of different options up here. If you go to the first option, there's a little eye icon at the top there. That'll give you your car information, digital speedometer, range until empty, time until rest. Now that's tied to the lane departure alert camera system. So what that does is if you're veering left and right and you're crossing the lines and it's beeping and alerting you, that little bar is going to start to fill up. Once that fills all the way up, a little alert's going to come on there and it's going to say pull over, grab a cup of coffee. You're driving like a crazy person. I mean, it's a little bit nicer, but I was trying to bring out some humor. But yeah, it tells you to pull over, grab a cup of coffee. You're kind of swerving around. If you scroll down, that'll just go to a black screen and then it just resets, giving you your fuel efficiency, etc., time in the vehicle, trip distance. If you go to the right, that'll be all your radio information. So it'll tell you what station that you're on. If you hit the enter button, you'll dive deeper into that radio and you'll be able to see your different sources. And if you hit the enter button again and go into the source itself, it'll let you go through your presets in there. And then you have the back button right here to back out of those menus there. If you go to the right, now this is just a visual diagram of your lane departure alert. So if you cross a line on the left, that little lane on the left is going to highlight, and vice versa. If you cross a line on the right and you're on the screen, that little line is going to highlight. You do not have to be on this screen for the lane departure alert to be active and working. This is just a little visual indicator just to show you what line you're crossing if you wanted to see that. Next screen will be, your set, alerts, like if you have low fuel or anything like that. And the screen to the right of that will be the rest of your safety sense options. So you can go into LDA, which stands for lane departure alert. You could adjust the sensitivity for that. You could turn it on and off. If you go to PCS, this is where you could turn on and off your pre-collision system, where your vehicle will attempt to apply brakes for you if you don't stop or slow down when you're coming up onto a vehicle in front of you and your vehicle senses that a collision could happen. And you could adjust the sensitivity on that. And then you just have vehicle settings, maintenance reset, meter settings, and stuff like that. So yeah, that just goes over a little bit of the mid display. And this button down here, that just takes you from the last page. It'll shoot you all the way to the first page. One thing I didn't go over is this button here. That's tied to your dynamic radar cruise control. So when you are on cruise control and you hit this button, that'll adjust the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. You have three settings. You have a farthest distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, a medium distance, and the shortest distance, to where it'll adjust to the speed. These are four-wheel drive systems, so it's 4 high on the fly. I'll say this, you could be driving under certain conditions and flip it to 4 high because it is on the fly. I believe it's at speeds under 62 miles per hour, where you can engage the 4-wheel drive high system while you're driving. The 4 low, you do have to be in your neutral, engage it into 4 low, put it into drive and pull out for it to engage into the 4 low. Let's see what else. You got your standard temperature control, fan speed. You got your temperature control over there, and then fan direction, and then you have your air circulation, your AC for extra cold air, and then your defrosters. Yeah, and then you got all your ports and stuff under here. You got a nice deep glove box. This one has the home link system, so you'll be able to adjust, you'll be able to set your garage door. If you have a automatic garage door, you can kind of sync that to this, so you don't have to have one of those fobs in your visor. It'll have the digital compass up there, have a little sunglass holder, and if you want to store any papers and stuff like that, you can slide it up there for your registration, insurance, etc. And you also have a little sleeve here if you wanted to slide in your registration and paperwork. This will have, your vanity lights that'll light up whenever you flip open that, and then you'll have your individual lights. Didn't mean to blind you on that one. So this one specifically looks like it is a 6-seater, so you don't have that center console in here. Well, you could flip it up for the 6th seat, but you can have that flip down to where you will have that center console, and then you have that little pass-through. I know it's dark in here. I apologize. It's getting late here, but you have your cup holders, little cubbies and stuff like that. So you got that nice little center console if you want that to flip it down just to separate the 2 seats. Or you can flip it up and then you have that extra seat in the center if you need it with the seat belt and stuff. Let's go on the back. Now, CrewMax, this thing's huge. I'm 6'3", I'm like a Sasquatch. I'm a tall guy. And I fit comfortably. Oh, you could raise the seats completely up. So this will come with all-weather floor mats for the 1st and 2nd row. That's what's in this box here. But just for demo's sake, I'm gonna pull this out. And I'm gonna flip down these seats. So you will have that, like that 60-40 fold up, 60-40 split fold up if you need that extra cargo space back here for, transporting anything. And the leg room, it's like a yacht. I'm 6'3", and this seat in front of me was really far back, and I have over a fist length, probably 2 fist lengths of room between my knees and the seat in front of me. Lot of room back here. Lot of room. So yeah, and there's just to show you, if you flip it up, how you can store stuff back here or whatnot. So yeah, that is that's the CrewMax Tundra in a nutshell. And let me see one thing. Yep, so here's a couple other options. That's for your mirror and stuff down here. You have the bed light, or the bed light doors. That's your auto high beams, where your headlamps will automatically flip between high beam and low beam. But you do have the powered window for the back. So this entire back pane of glass right back here will roll up and down fully. So you could have that air vent pass through if you want during, a summer day, if you just want to wind the windows down and have the wind blow through your hair. So yeah, hopefully this is a little bit better than just a couple pictures. I wanted to send you over the video just to kind of go over a lot of the options, because Toyota, they do offer nice options standard in the vehicles, and they really are nice vehicles. So yeah, keep in touch. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.